What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to show you how to easily and quickly create a committed graphic with a jersey swap. This is probably the most simple way it could be done. We're going to start out with a black background. We have our star patterns. I like to just add that in at the end of the graphic, usually as just kind of a space filler, but you don't always need to fill the space. Sometimes it just looks nice in certain instances. Here we have his name with the committed text below. Want to make that very clear. We just have sort of another space filling design with his name. Those are all just creative decisions. You can have placement wherever you want them. When you don't have a ton of information to work with, but you still want to fill the space, this is a good idea. Have some elements like these stars in the design, as well as his name in the committed text. For the other elements, we just have these basically warped rectangles with white outlines and yellow inside. And then I just did some lighting from the top right, just soft white brush basically. And then we have kind of the same texture we have in these yellow pieces on the ground. So it's like this wavy topographical map texture. This is really sick. It looks very 3D, so I like that. App State's based in the mountains, so it's a great texture to use with a team like that. So we just put this color fill over top of it instead of the linear burn. That way it changes the white to yellow. So then we have his cutout, and it started as more than that. So that's what it looks like originally. So this is the easiest way to basically create a jersey swap. So what you're gonna do is just cut out the head of the person that's going to be in the graphic. I made this in black and white because it's also easier to blend multiple images together when everything is black and white, I think. So that is just a black brush. I have just brushed around his neck because his shoulder pads are going to be on top of that, and then have that give a little bit of shadow on him. And then we just darkened him up a little bit there, and that is a set of shoulder pads. That's what it looks like originally. So you have to just find a photo that lines up with sort of the photo that you're working with. And then if you need to swap the number on the jersey, that's pretty easy as well. In this case, I didn't. And so then we're just adding in some shading here where the arms are gonna go. So then I just used his arm from his photo and put that down there, and then just put some shading on that as well, and use a curves layer to tweak it a little bit. And then we have a black and white layer, a color lookup. So these inner shadow effects are going to kind of blend the whole thing together, so that he has like some of the same effects as the jersey has. And then a color lookup to also just blend all the coloring together. So I only painted in the black and white because that's going to be covered here. But then we put his foot shading down below. So again, just black brushes, super simple, just brush it in. Then we have his other cutout. In this case, I could do another jersey swap. In a lot of scenarios, jersey swaps just take time depending on how good you do them. This one is one of the most time efficient ways to do it, but it also doesn't always look super good. So we're gonna leave this guy as is, but this is another reason why I make them black and white, is because usually you want the team they're committing to, those colors to stand out. So if we make this uniform black and white as well, and then just use a curves layer to sort of match him to the background element, it works well because it just makes sense with the black and yellow. Like there's no longer any color in his uniform, so you can tell what high school he came from, but the black and yellow is what stands out. So then we just have the same, or just a drop shadow on him to raise him off the background a little bit, and then our color overlay over top of everything. And then at the very end, just add in the logo of the recruits for that year. So that way you have a jersey swap, but you don't have to take a lot of time to swap everything, and it doesn't have to be perfect because he's hidden mostly behind this guy and then coming out of this thing. That's an easy way to do a jersey swap. I've done more intricate ones before, so you can go back and watch those videos to see that, but this is just the quick and easy way to do it, and it still looks pretty good. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.